Last time on Sim's Big Brother, Elphaba debated her way to victory in another intense mental battle with Peter. Peter was left in a difficult spot as she pulled herself off. He put up his Avengers Alliance member in Jack. I say that alliance is dead. Shinichi took a gamble, opting not to use his power. Will it pay off, or will he walk out the door with it? Find out now.
Come dance with me. Yeah, move your feet. Move your feet. Come dance with me. Yeah, move your feet. Move your feet. Come dance with me. Yeah, move your feet. Move your feet. Come dance with me. Yeah, move your feet. Move your feet. Come dance with me. Yeah, move your feet. Move your feet. Come dance with me. Yeah, move your feet. Move your feet. Come dance with me.
All right, welcome back, everybody. If you remember, we just had our veto ceremony. All right, welcome back, everybody, to The Sims 4 Big Brother Challenge. So, we just had our veto ceremony, and Elphaba won the veto, so she pulled herself off, and Peter put Jack, part of the Avengers, up, which means we... Who's the charge of the Avengers? I think Leon is. We need to kick somebody out here. Gotta kick Peter out of the Avengers. Because he just did that to Jack. If you're curious, I had a really hard time, but I couldn't get over the fact that Peter, I think probably from the random flirting nonsense that happened last week, he just had and I'm not saying like by 1 point. If it was by 1 point, I would have considered the fact he was in alliance, but it was more than 1 point. He had a better relationship with Luffy. He had a better relationship with Pippin, like a much better relationship. So I was like, even though they're in an alliance, I'm thinking, like I say, I don't really look at the relationship levels until I need to like figure out who I'm gonna put on the block. So when I looked at it, I was surprised because when I put them in the Avengers, which I'm upset because another alliance, but it happens all the time in Big Brother, so you know. It must have been from the flirting nonsense that happened last week because he went from... He went from being like really high to under like the next one down. So he still has a really good relationship with Leon and Ajax. It's just he doesn't with Jack. He has a better relationship with Luffy and Pippin. And obviously the one that he wanted out, Elphaba, was not available because she pulled herself off. So that's just how it goes. Are you guys stuck on the chairs or are you just talking to Luffy? So I guess finally I can say this. Congratulations are in order for Luffy, Peter, Leon, Toru, Pippin, Childe, and Elphaba. Okay, this time, for real. They are for sure going on to the jury. Whoever goes out tonight will be the last one before a jury. So we're kind of just chilling right now, letting them catch up on some sleep because since the HOH and the veto took so long, it ended up messing up their sleep and everything quite a bit, as you can tell by everybody napping. Oh, well, Ajax seems fine, even though Jack is on the block. That's not good for him, it really isn't. Shinichi going home is the best outcome for Childe. Well, or Fluttershy, actually. Fluttershy going home is, like, the best outcome for everybody. Because she's, like, a complete wild card. She doesn't have, like, any friends. Except for Elphaba. Go away, person with paper mask. I hate those paper masks. And I never do anything about it. Alright, so let's just...
Ubaragway. Oh, Narfa.
Somehow Shinichi has formed a pretty close friendship with Luffy too.
Steve Charso Denoy.
Luffy just coming up here late. Luffy is one that like has to grow on you, right? Like everybody he first interacts with is like, who the frick is this crazy person? And then they just adore him and will die for him.
Chabin Durkeem.
Oh, is he going to explain why he put Jack on the block? No. Walking away. So I'll let Toru and Leon finish their naps, and then I think we'll start the eviction night. So why don't we follow around Ajax? Well, maybe not. That's not so interesting. Around?
Shuna. Shuna.
All right. So it is getting pretty late, and we need to do our competition. So sorry, Fluttershy fell asleep in the hot tub, and these three are having a nice conversation. See, these three are quite good friends. And Peter has this really cute picture. I don't know if you remember. They were the only ones that used it. I should have put it up in his HOH. I know it's the last day of his HOH. Wait, did you just try to flirt with Luffy? Look at our boys are talking again. I missed this relationship. It has gotten so muddied. But now that Barbie's not here, they're talking again. This was my favorite relationship at the start of this game. They were so cute. It was like Oni-chan. Leon was like an Oni-chan to Shinichi. And somehow they just like... I mean, they're still really, really good friends. But I never see them like interact as much anymore. And it made me sad. Because they were just so cute. And Cops R Us is still a thing. I still have it. Cops R Us. Oh, wait. Why is Cops R Us not a thing anymore? Also, how the frick do you know so many people? I think he disbanded it during the Barbie fiasco. Anyways, let's go get ready for our eviction night. Also, I got rid of that camera there because it was just in the way. This wall right here drives me crazy. There's a wall. And you have to come down just right. Remember how I said Pippin is doing a masterful floating game? We'll let Fluttershy go to the bathroom beforehand. Yeah, he's doing a masterful floating game. Oh, right. It looks like everyone's here. If they're not, boo on you. Anyways, tonight... Shinichi, Jack, or Fluttershy will be going home. But first, let's have, this time, our last AI arena. So let's send them out and see who comes back victorious. All right. You cannot see my Sims. Okay. All right. Welcome to our final AI arena. Trying to make it so that you can see. We are doing some bonsai tree carving. So this is another simple skill-based challenge. Whoever has the best bonsai tree at the end will win. I will admit, I've actually never had my Sims carve a bonsai tree. So I don't know if it's going to be price. I don't know if it's going to be what it looks like. I don't know. But I'm assuming they'll probably sell for a bit. So we'll go on price. If not, we'll go on style. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, I was on the wrong side of the tree.
Oh.
Did not realize.
Ah.
I didn't realize it used flower arranging either. I had no idea. But they all have a little bit of flower arranging skill now from that last veto.
Ah.
Or no, the HOH competition. Alright, let's see. Are any of these taking shape at all? It'll probably be like the snowman, huh? Where it like sort of starts taking shape a little bit. This is fun. I get to do things that I don't usually do, like carve bonsai trees. Yeah, I've never had any of them carve a bonsai tree before. So Shinichi is hoping beyond hope that either he or Jack wins, because if that happens, Fluttershy is almost for sure going home. If that doesn't happen, oh, it's gonna be really close. And from a production standpoint, I really don't want my boy Shinichi going home. I really don't. More drama that way. Nothing seems to be happening here. Maybe it's just gonna go poop at the end? It looks like Jack's almost done. Wow. Oh, okay. That's a thing. Let me see. I would say that Jack is definitely out of the competition. However, these two are really beautiful. This one and this one. All right, look, I don't want to be biased. So we're going to try again. And we'll see what happens. Shinichi's is like, you know, just a tree. Whereas Fluttershy's has the waterfall effect. I actually looked them up online, and apparently this is a symmetrical tree. And this is a waterfall tree. But they're the same level, so really it is hard to judge. Oh, he's sad because his bonsai tree failed. Alright, let's speed it up a little. Here's what I'm going to say before they finish. If somebody does the same one, if one person does something different and one person does the same one, the one who did a different style will win. Because that shows versatility. I think that's fair.
Ooh.
Oh. Huh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Cardool.
Badish.
Oh, our nuts.
I consider that awful. Yeah, he even has a trash over his face. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I think this tells us exactly what we need to know. I would have to deem that this is much better than whatever this is. This looks almost like Jack's tree, except not as bad. So I would say that Fluttershy is our victor, and it is going to be between Shinichi and Jack. So let's send them back on in and see what happens. This is how you know I don't rig the game because I really don't want Shinichi to go home. Like, Fluttershy has no relationships. Like, literally, she has nothing. It's so hard when it's her turn because she just doesn't have anything. All right, but let's see. All right, I'm just gonna say this before we get into the voting. Whichever way this goes is going to turn this game around immensely. Alphaba and Peter have just upset the house. Because I will say right now, this is a very close vote. So, Luffy is very close to Shinichi and Jack. So, who will you be sending home tonight? Thank you. Okay. Leon has had the Cops Are Us alliance from the beginning, but he is also in an alliance with Jack. However, Peter kind of botched that up by putting Jack on the block. So, which alliance is more important to Leon? Leon? Thank you. Even though Toru's fiance, annoyed by that, does not like Shinichi. Shinichi happens to be one of Toru's best friends in this house. Plus, she doesn't know about the Avengers Alliance. So, Toru, who will you vote for? Thank you. It's currently 2-1 to Jack. Alright, Pippin is doing a fantastic job of laying low, being friends with everybody, and he is also very close friends with Shinichi. So, who will he evict? Jack, okay. One more vote for Jack and he will be gone and my vampire tree will be irrelevant. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, even though his girlfriend Toru loves Shinichi, he sees Shinichi as his #1 rival. So, this vote should not be shocking. Thank you. Okay, Alphaba has absolutely no relationship with either of the nominees. So, who is more important to her game? Alphaba, what is your vote? Thank you. All right. Another super close vote. It is currently 3-3. So whoever Fluttershy votes for will be going home. Fluttershy, please cast your vote for Jack or Shinichi. And there you have it, folks. Fluttershy, unbeknowingly, has changed this game around with her bonsai tree. And also I'm upset because I planted that tree and now it is irrelevant. So let's give them the news. House guests, with a vote of 4-3, Jack Skellington, you will be going home tonight. In a crazy turn of events, Jack has been evicted by his Avengers Alliance member, and he will not make it to the jury phase. I also don't have to take care of him anymore. No, I actually really liked him. He cleaned for me. He was really... Jack's story was so good, though. He started off so poorly. Mostly because of Spike. And then he just got really good relationships with Luffy. Got some really good relationships. But he got caught in the center of that flirt storm. Barbie's flirt storm still having an effect. I can't think of any other reason why his relationship was that low with Peter when it had been so high. And Peter has imploded the Avengers. We'll have to see next week if they forgive him or not. However, at the same time, I can fix this thing. Congratulations. I can finally say congratulations to everyone here because you have made it to jury. Woo! Everyone here has made it to the jury phase. Officially. So, next week, we'll officially start the jury phase. Which means there will be no AI arena, which means we'll go down to 2 nominees. And Shinichi's gambit paid off just by a little bit. He still has that friendship token to help out Toru, Pippin, or Leon. Those are the three. In fact, I'm gonna make a club with those, even though they're not together. I'm just gonna make one so I remember who the closest people are to him. Leon, Pippin, and Toru are his bestest friends in here. So we'll just put friendship token. And if that changes, we'll switch it up, obviously. Oh, there is a rainbow, look at that. If that changes up, we'll switch it, obviously, but those are the people that he would use his friendship token on. I don't know how Peter feels about Jack going home. I don't really think he wanted. I don't think he really wanted Jack to go home, but Elphaba pulled herself on the block and he didn't have very many options. He was closer to Luffy and he was closer to Pippin, and he didn't want, and he has a really good relationship with Childe. The one he wanted to go home was Elphaba, but she pulled herself off the block, and I think that was all in all kind of a bad week for Peter. Not the best week. I mean, the flirting didn't help, let's be fair. The flirting did not help at all. So, who the frick picked this up and then just put it on the floor? So, next week we'll start our jury phase. Exciting. So, make sure to tune in next time. Let me know what you think of my series in the comments below. I am actually really upset because I just planted this freaking tree for Jack because I really thought he was gonna last a very long time. And now it's gone. It's gone. That tree's gone. Bye-bye, tree. Seriously. I really thought Jack was fine. And then I opened Peter's... that is the twists and turns of this game. So, with that, we will say goodnight to our Sims. And exciting. So, I'll explain next time about jury. But for now, these 7 of them will be deciding the victor, and one of them will be the champion of Big Brother Sims. So, stay tuned for next time to see who will be the HOH in this second part of our game. Dinner!